Hello everyone, welcome back to Agri Farming. Today we are back with how to grow beets in containers. Beets are the vegetable which are most commonly called as beetroots. These are one of the well-known root vegetable and is also used in many recipes across the world. The beets have essential plant compounds, vitamins and minerals in them. Some of the beet varieties also have the properties of medicine. They are also very good in taste and can also be added in your diet. Now, let's get into how to select the right container. You can use any type of container which you feel the best. Make sure that it has good number of drainage holes. It is possible to grow beets in small containers, but make sure that the depth of the container is at least 8 inches. The containers with the depth of at least 12 inches will be ideal ones as they will help in development of roots. You can select containers of any width you desire. The wider the pot, the more numbers of plants you can grow in that together. Now, let's get into location for container beetroot gardening. Beets can be grown in the complete sun to partial sun, but for the best growth, you can select a place which receives full sun for at least 6 hours in a day. Also ensure that the place you choose to keep the containers has to be very good circulation of air in it. The next point is soil for container beetroot gardening. Soil which is penetrable, loamy and helps in growing large roots is the best one for growing beets in container. Always ensure that the soil you are using is rich in content of nutrients. Adding a large amount of compost to your soil is also a good idea. Also, make sure that you are not adding stones or pebbles to the soil or to the beneath layer when you are growing beets. You can also go with the preparation of your own potting medium by the addition of soil, compost or manure with its rotten and perlite in the ratio of 1:1:1. The next point is watering your beets. If you do not want your beetroots to be hard and sinewy, make sure that you are watering them on a regular basis in an even manner. In order to maintain the soil in a slight moist way all across the day, make sure that you are not allowing the soil to get dried fully between the process of growing, and also make sure that you are not watering the plants too much. Spacing between the seedlings. Make sure that you are maintaining distance of 3 inches between each and every plant from all the 4 sides in order to grow the beets in pots in a successful manner. You can also grow each beetroot plant at a distance of 2 inches, but doing this will affect the root growth. For example, the container which is of rectangular shape and has a width of 12 inches will be able to support 5 plants. Temperature requirement for growing beets in containers. Always remember that the best temperature required for the growth of beets in container is 10 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. The beets can also grow in temperature which are as low as 5 degrees Celsius and as high as 35 degrees Celsius with great difficulty. Now, let's get into the pests and disease in beets. When growing beetroot in containers, you will not have much problem with pests and diseases. You can avoid the problem with pests by avoiding too much watering or overhead watering. The most common problems are scab and root rot. The pests like leaf miner and aphids will affect the growth of foliage. As per nutrient requirement, it is a great idea to use slow-release fertilizer as an addition to potting soil medium, as the beets are root vegetable, and if you are like to have very good development of root, you can choose fertilizer which has less content of nitrogen but is high in the content of potassium and phosphorus. For instance, you can go with NPK ratio of 5:10:10. Now, let's see harvesting of beets. Beets will need an average time of 8 weeks to get ready for harvesting after the process of germination. You can also have an option to harvest the beet green for making use of them in salads. The leaves, which are tender, will have a delicious taste. You can harvest the beet greens when the leaves are just tiny by removing the outer leaves and leaving behind the inner foliage, which is small to grow, so that you can harvest them later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and please ring the bell button to notify you whenever new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching.